getting the most from your Vancouver market reports. I'm your host, Lori Blake, with RE/MAX Results Realty, and I've been turning dreams to addresses in the Lower Mainland for over 25 years. Welcome to this market update for Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows single-family houses for the month of April 2013. This is one of a series of monthly short videos which break down and explain in simple terms valuable city and neighborhood specific sales activity, market indicators, and trends, designed to help you to make informed decisions when thinking of selling or buying real estate. Which neighborhood sold the most? Which neighborhood sold the least? This is where our reports shine. You live in a neighborhood area. They are not all the same. Different neighborhoods were built by different builders in different years. Different designs, bigger house neighborhoods, higher priced, smaller house neighborhoods, lower priced, while other locations are simply better than others. We can't roll them into one big ball and expect to get an accurate picture of the market. You want to know about your neighborhood. Your neighborhood could be outselling the market average. How will you know? Right here in your neighborhood market report. You probably also want to know what's going on in the neighborhood you like to move to. So, which neighborhood sold the most this month? Which neighborhood sold the least? Maybe there are good bargains to be had there. First, let's look at the totals. We can see here that in Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows for April 2013, there were 907 single-family houses available for sale during the month. Of those, 109 sold. So it seems that a large majority of the single-family listings in April were priced above what the market was willing to pay. However, we have some very good news to report as well. The Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows sell-through rate increased to 12%, which indicates that even though as a whole, Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows single-family houses, while still in a buyer's market, is showing steady improvement in market activity. This is a good news indicator. Remembering, of course, that a buyer's market is less than a 14% sell-through rate, with a stable or balanced market being a 15 to 20%, and a seller's market once it passes the 21% sell-through rate point. Again, on the upside, the houses which sold averaged 35 days on the market, which is a relatively short time to be on the market. The averaged list-to-sell price discount was $11,900, or 98% of list price. Quite good. Very good, actually. When we combine these two factors, it tells us that a lot more sellers are making the adjustment to the current market pricing at the time they set their list price. They were priced at what the market current buyers identified as values, and they sold within 35 days of listing their home. Simply put, this is why they sold and their competitors did not. When we talk specific neighborhood activity, which is what we need to do, the story changes. For example, the neighborhood which sold the most during the month was the Southwest Maple Ridge neighborhood. It had 59 single-family listings available for sale during the month. Of those, 15 sold. That represents a 25.4% sell-through rate. That 25.4% sell-through rate makes Southwest neighborhood a seller's market for the month, something they haven't seen in a long while. That's great news. The Southwest Maple Ridge houses which sold were on the market for an average of 25 days. That's 10 days less than the Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows average of 35 days. This market's average listed sale price discount was $14,900, or a listed sale price of 97%. Pretty good? Really good. See what happens when you break it down to neighborhood activity? They each have their own story to tell. Here's another. The Pitt Meadows neighborhood of Central Meadows had 30 single-family listings available for sale during the month. Of those, 5 sold. That represents a 17.8% sell-through rate. That 17.8% sell-through rate makes Central Meadows a stable or balanced market for the month. Those Central Meadows houses which sold were on the market for an average of 36 days, on par with the Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows totals for the month. Their average listed sale price discount was $19,000, or 97% of list price. Again, quite a different result when you go neighborhood by neighborhood. Another great example of why we do this, of why I consider this so important to you. There were some neighborhoods which struggled during the month. The Northeast, the North, Maple Ridge neighborhoods, along with the North Meadows and the West Meadows, Pitt Meadows neighborhoods, unfortunately did not register a single sale during the month of April. There was a combined total of 32 single-family listings available during the month in those neighborhoods. When you compare that to the total monthly total of 907 listings, they represent less than 1% of the available listings. Although it would suggest that April's buyers had very specific ideas about which neighborhoods interested them more. Tough to hear, but this is important information for sellers in those neighborhoods. Let's finish on the positive side with another neighborhood. The West Central Maple Ridge neighborhood had 90 single-family listings available for sale during the month. Of those, 16 sold. That represents a 17.8% sell-through rate, making Northwest Maple Ridge a stable or balanced market for the month. Those Northwest Maple Ridge homes which sold were on the market for an average of 38 days, pretty much on par with the Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows average of 35 days. The average listed sale price discount was $12,150, or 97% of list price. Another reason why we do this, why I consider this so important to you. So regardless of what's happening in the Lower Mainland as a whole, or today's doom and gloom message on TV, doesn't it just make sense to talk to a professional who monitors the actual neighborhood sales activity important to you, who provides you with the tools to make informed decisions, good decisions, based on local market facts, not opinions. It's the reason why we do all of this in-depth analysis, why all the extra hours and hours of work. There's money, your money, in the numbers, if you're willing to call, if you're willing to listen. I invite you to call or email me to discuss your real estate plans. Turning dreams to addresses. It's what I love, it's what I do. Thanks for listening, and watch for additional monthly short videos to help you get the most value from your real estate investment, your home. I'm your host, Lori Blake, with RE/MAX Results Realty, signing off.